STHF Survival here. What is that? I don't know, I can't tell what that is. Huh. Anywho. So here we are, stealth shelter now. I do have my little whip with me. Out here on a fishing excursion and just kind of practicing a little bit of field craft, survival stuff, you know. So here's the shelter. Got the USGI military poncho, rapid deploy ridge line that's been run. Credit Corporal's Corner for that one. I love his channel, man. He's got some really great stuff. But yeah, that thing went up surprisingly quick. And it's pretty roomy down here, so I just went ahead and brought just my bag with me. I mean, you can see how modular my kit is. Everything that I have here came on a bag on a bike. So I got my jacket with me, but you can see here, I mean, I have 3 trash bags inside of the pouch that my poncho came in. And kept my Silky Big Boy with me just for some camp prep. I got some more stuff to do tonight. I'm thinking about doing an overnighter tonight. Just go ahead and test some gear. Some things that I needed to find out because I'm really trying to get my kit honed in. Because the big deal about this whole thing is there's so many freaking videos online, and going through this stuff, it's like I want to find out what I actually need versus what I want, and what actually works versus you know, what all these videos are saying that you need. Because I think the more experience that you get in doing this, you start to realize that it's all about fast, mobile, and there was another one, fast, mobile, and ultra light. Ultra light's the main key of it, not just light, fast, and mobile. Ultra light, fast, and mobile. And looking into ultra light gear, I mean, you can tell here there's better bags online. You know, you can get the big badass what's the name of that bag? Mystery Ranch. You know, they're $500 spectacular bags. I mean, they're dope, they're nice, but I mean, I think the guys talking about the rating, the weight rating on that was already 3.5 pounds, just with an empty pack. And that's pretty intense. I mean, you're gonna feel that in your shoulders and your back, even if it's cinched up properly. I mean, ounces, they really do, they add up, man, and it gets heavy quick, and it wears your back out. And so I opted for this little Camelback here, just for my mid-grade pack. And you can tell it's the ripstop material. It's pretty light. You know, I was thinking about getting the Mystery Ranch bag, but this one actually works pretty well. You know, every time I think that I want to get that as an upgrade, this one, because this one can also be stuffed inside my big hiking pack. And so I can carry that, and then you can tell with the rest of my kit here. I'll show you what I got going. I'll get this log out of the way. This is kind of what I got going, how I run my setup. Of course, I got some, that's the ones right there, boy. How I run my setup here. It's got these security clips. Everything on my pack is run real tight. It's cinched down. Everything's cinched down real tight. Got my drinks. I got a Pepsi problem, boy. I'll put down a 2-liter quick. So I got my long sleeve. And then here we go. I keep a small pack inside of a large pack. And, you know, I keep some stuff in here, multi-tool. I had some markers and some other stuff in there. Some more lures. But I got some stuff that I need inside of here. Some hand sanitizer, multi-tool. There's a Silcott key down in there. I went ahead and wrapped electrical tape around mine because it silences it. And also, that's another thing, is if you can wrap electrical tape around some of your items, it can help get rid of your rolls in a way that's practical, and it also runs your carry size down so you can fit more crap, and it doesn't weigh as much. So I keep a few things in there. I keep some of my emergency kits in here. I keep a compass, some other crap. I'm about to have to wash my bag just because of the pop that got rid of it. Then I also keep a waterproof bag in here too. And I keep my med kit. So first out, this is all in a waterproof bag. First out, bam, Israeli bandage right off the jump. And I keep in the side pouch on this, quick, easy access, I keep a cat tourniquet. So that's the first one out. And then keep my water filter, but before that, it slides out of this pack. Trying to give you guys a view of it the best I can, but I can't. So that slides out like that. And that's the full military IFAC. I just got shot in the face and chest and hit with shrapnel kit. Maybe not the face, but you know what I'm saying. You dig. And then I keep some other medical stuff. That's a pulse oximeter. So I keep a pulse oximeter in here as well. It gives you at least pulse and ox. I don't keep a blood pressure reading. It's weight, man. It's what it really comes down to. And so, you know, something I really want to make sure I've got is, you know, a substantial enough med kit on me to where will cover the basics to get you to the hospital and at least keep you alive as long as I can until you can get some better treatment. But yeah, so that goes inside of there like that. This goes inside of here like this. I also keep, what else do I keep in here with me? I keep this is a whole electrical kit, or my charge kit. Part of it. This is my modular kit. I've got another one that comes with the big blue TI solar panel and 35,000 milliamp power bank with 4 USB ports to it. But this one is my super light one that I use for my EDC. And then I also keep a pair of Tasco mini specs on me, some lightweight binoculars, because my theory with it is that, so that all comes out of that bag, but my theory with it is to try to keep, you know, I like to try to keep a bubble, a safety bubble around me at all times. I like to be and stay way far back off any kind of a situation that might present any kind of a threat, because that gives me reaction time. I don't like to, even when I'm out riding my bike, I don't like to be close to anybody. It's not saying that you can't trust people and stuff like that, but right now there's just been too many crazies running around my city. And you know, as far as just your everyday, you know, business matters, you know, that's, you're gonna get close to people, but in situations like grid down, or situations where the climate's volatile and the non-permissive environment, that's what I'm going for. In a situation like that, I like to stay way back off people. I like to keep my space. I like to keep my bubble. That way nobody can get close enough to really cause any kind of substantial damage that I can't escape and evade, or prepare to defend myself. You know, I like to have my little getaways if I can. And so yeah, that's my little modular just EDC. that I run around with. And really the only reason I set this up, because I've been out here fishing today, and I decided I wanted to come out here and throw up a shelter real quick so I could take a nap, because I started to get a little tired. It was warm today, about 60 degrees, and that sun was hitting me, and I already caught a little fish today. Little largy, not too big, but it's winter time, so you can't really expect much unless you're out on a bass boat on a lake, which I'm not. So, but that's the setup, y'all. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to cover while I'm out here. I think it is definitely a very important pointer to throw out there, to just, you know, keep some elbow room, give yourself some elbow room in situations where you're in a non-permissive environment. I think that's really an important thing to focus on. And just don't stick out, man. Put yourself in a position like where you're way, way, way out of fucking public view. You know what I mean? It just, because the further out, I mean, you want to go out far enough to where people aren't gonna come at all. Like, if you're gonna be doing stuff like this, and I like to be out there. So, but yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing too. I got my little trash bag here. That's what I'm gonna take my nap on, and I can put everything back in my pack. It's all super ultra light, so I got my shelter, something to sleep on, which is my bag, something to sleep under, which is my little poncho here, and then I've also got one of the Soul Escape bivvies in OD green. That's my something to sleep in, and that's a whole ultralight kit, because that little bivvy, man, that thing is light as shit, dude. I mean, that thing is probably weighing in a couple ounces, and you can throw that in your bag too, and then you got basically a whole freaking clandestine shelter kit available to you. And being somebody who's, you know, been without before, man, it feels so comfortable knowing that you have that kind of stuff on you, like in a bag or whatever, because if anything happens, like, you know, you're going to be okay. You've got, you know, your basic hygiene, food, like all your basic stuff that you need, and then you've also got a way to stay warm, stay dry, and stay comfortable, you know. And then obviously bring some, you know, a little bit of some food with you. I wish I would have done that, but I've been eating my own snacks out of my bags, which I need to stop doing that. But I need to get something into my kit that's got some edible something or other. That way I've got food on hand too, because I generally try to keep food on hand as well. Something to eat, something to drink, basic hygiene stuff. What else is nice? Socks, extra pair of socks, and an extra pair of underwear is generally a pretty light add into your kits. Pair of work gloves, pair of thermals, you know, some base layers are a good thing to have. Just things that you can take off, because what you're wearing is part of your kit as well. I mean, you can kind of see here, you know, I got my lights long sleeve on here, but I can take this off, and I've got a t-shirt on underneath that, you know what I mean? So then I've got base layers underneath my jeans, to where, you know, I can layer down or I can layer up. And the type of hoodie that I've got here, I mean, it's pretty warm as well. It's nice, thick material. Redhead makes excellent gear. You can get Redhead at Bass Pro, and it's cheap too, man. I'm telling you, they make excellent gear for cheap. Excellent stuff. It's like woodsman attire. You know, everybody wants to go for like the super tactical look and all this stuff. Nah, man, woodsman attire is the best, bro, because like everybody wants to rock this multi-cam and fucking be all camoed out and super, but it just draws more attention than it does fucking camo you out, bro. Because anytime anybody is wearing camo like that, like it just draws attention, bro. And especially the ones who it draws attention from. You're not just drawing attention to yourself, you're drawing attention from other tactical people. Like it's like everybody's just sniffing each other's asses while they walk past each other, you know what I mean? So the best thing I think is the subdued woodsman colors, man. That's the best ones that you can wear because you blend in. I mean, look at the colors. You know, in my state, I'm in Oklahoma, and everything gets brown in the winter. Everything turns brown in the winter time. So I'm rocking brown. I mean, yeah, this hat is super show off, but I mean, I can always take that off, and I've got a little multicam beanie in there, or a boonie cap in there. But you know, for the most part, like I got black pants. For the most part, I'm just, you know, urban camo, gray man type stuff, woodsman type stuff, because here in my city it's not too out of the norm to look like that. But what does stick out is tactical apparel, anything with MOLLE webbing, anything. And that's another reason that I've opted for see, you guys are gonna have to bear with me because I'm still new to making these videos, and I'm getting better at talking on them. And some of these ideas, like I'm not writing shit down before I come out here, so some of these ideas just pop into my little brain stem when I get out here. But part of the reason that I've opted for more hiking type apparel, or not apparel, like bags and stuff like that, is because look at this thing. That thing, it does not look as tactical, bro. That does not look as tactical. These are hiking bags. This one can slide into that one. And then if, you know, shit does hit the fan and it gets too crazy, you can always grab a couple rattle cans of camo spray paint, you know what I mean? And you can spray paint your bag. Like my big hiking pack, it's got like a rain fly that pulls out of the bottom of it. And because it's an alpine low, it's like a real high-end hiking pack. But you can pull that rain fly out, and you can spray paint that rain fly with some of those, just rattle can it with some of those camo colors. Bam, you got a camo fly that you can throw over top of your bag that stays in your normal bag. But if you need to slip down and tone it down, if all your bags are all tacted out and modded out and just looking like, you know, you're about to, you know, kick door in Afghanistan, and everybody's gonna look at you, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, you don't know what that kind of a situation could be. You know, there could be straight up martial law going on. There could be all kinds of stuff, and you don't want to get mistaken as a combative. Like, you're trying to survive, like you're trying to blend. And so, you know, if you need to, with the woodsman colors and with the hiking packs, A, they're generally ultra light, and B, you can always tone back down really quickly if you need to, you know. And those bags can go straight more looking like you know, somebody who's living in an urban area that doesn't have any kind of a experience in these types of fields. So I think that that's a good approach. I mean, some of them aren't as tough, but this is all ripstop material. And honestly, bro, I have rocked this bag every day for several years now. Out on a BMX bike, it's been on camping trips with it's been all over the place with me, and it's been a great little bag. It's probably not as beefed up as some of these, you know. Of course, you spend $500 on a Mystery Ranch or one of these other brands, you know, you're gonna get there better be $500 worth of bag there. Shit, my neck. No, but you know what I'm saying. But this one, man, this one works so good, dude. And I'm telling you, it's so light. This is the Camelback. This is the Camelback Rim Runner 22 liter, and I always keep my wipes on me. This is gold, man. If you guys don't use these in your lives, there's something wrong with you, y'all. There's something wrong. Ooh, yeah, I forgot. I just got me some new bank line. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this stuff out. Some tarred bank line. They swear by it on some other channels, but this is the Walmart stuff, but it's not the high-end bushcrafty brand, but it can't be that much different. And it says this stuff is coated. it says it's coated. The power twine drop line is for catfishing, for jug lines. But that's a great survival skill right there. Look, bam. That's probably a 10-pound catfish. I mean, so you run your jug, tie the line to your jug, and it floats. Throw a weight, a couple weights on the other end of it, and then you just tie little lines, drop lines off the sides with cat hooks on it, and then you just put catfish bait, and the catfish will swim up on there and bite that, and then you can just, when you see the jug, it'll be moving around on the top of the water. And if you got a kayak or whatever you got to do, or shit, even if you're on foot, bro, I mean, you could swim out there if you had to grab a jug line, and you just yank down on it, man, and you got that. That's a 10 pound catfish, bro. That's food for a minute in a situation. All brought to you by Power Twine. Look at that. So yeah, man, just some people don't know about that kind of stuff, but anyways, what else can I talk about? I just keep on blabbing. See, you've learned a couple of things here today. I feel like you learned, you know, you've seen yet another plow point. I have yet to take my nap. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think if I can set you down here for a minute. I really need to get a GoPro, but I've been out of money for a little bit because I've had a little bit of a personal thing going on. But maybe we can get like this. I've had a little bit of a personal thing going on, so I've been honestly, I've been out of work for a little bit. I'm normally paint, but I lost my truck, which sucks. I lost my truck, and it put me out of my work, because construction, you gotta have a vehicle for construction, because jobs or anywhere, you gotta transport all kinds of tools and materials, and so it's hard to get to these jobs. Hard to get to the jobs without them, you know what I mean? So it's kind of sucks. But it's kind of been a relaxing time, because just with everything that's been going on, it's chill, man. When I get real needy for cash, I generally just hit somebody up. You know, I got a bunch of friends that own construction companies, and I just generally hit them up, and then go to work, make a check, and then afford myself more time to kick it. Just do stuff like this. It'd be nice to get this channel up and rolling, to be able to have a survival channel, because I think that you know, there's always stuff you can learn, and especially when it has to do with stuff like this, because it's all kind of training, you know what I mean? Like, you guys just learned how to run a jug line today, catch a catfish. You need to catch a catfish. You know, you've gotten my take on a simple military IFAK. And by the way, this bag right here also is a water bladder bag. So Ascend makes Bass Pro Shop, this is their house brand. Ascend makes North Face and Camelback quality. Honestly, the quality on this bag was nicer than the Camelback that I was looking at, and it was cheaper. But it came with the water bladder on the inside, and this is just a bladder bag. But all of the room inside this bag, and it's expandable. I also keep zip ties on me. I keep zip ties. I need to stop by Harbor Freight, and I need to get some more heavy duty zip ties. But there's plenty of room inside this bag, I'm telling you. Let me get this little blowout kit back together. So I'm gonna take this, slide this all back in here. So I'll show you how much stuff fits in this thing, man. It's a great setup. And this is my dry bag, so anything that I need to keep dry, if weather starts getting stupid, I can just toss inside this little dry bag right here and slide it back in my bag, and everything is fine, you know. And the dry bags are super lightweight, so you don't have to worry about anything. And it also helps keep your kit modular, because that's a major thing, is organization in this type of stuff. Because watch how this goes in. It goes on one side and the bottom. You got your binocs. The other side of the bottom, you got your charge kit. It's a full battery bank and all the needed cables for all the devices I run. Now you take your full med kit. The full med kit slides right inside here. Slides right inside of there. And it all zips down right on top of itself. And it all comes out and slides out super easy. It's super easily accessible. Super easily accessible for needing to quickly get to whatever you got to get to. I also keep a whole bunch of Nebo rechargeable, so important, rechargeable batteries. Do not buy any crap, no flashlights, no nothing that doesn't come with rechargeable batteries. And you need a small micro charger that has the capability of charging either double A's or triple A's. On a charge kit, you keep those rechargeable batteries inside your devices, and you keep either the charger with you inside of your charge kit, or you keep them in your devices. And then you get yourself a solar panel set up, and then that way you can run off the sun and you can be totally independent of anything. Because even with stupid cyber attack shit, it's crazy. It's crazy what goes on, man. It's like a freaking show going on right now out there in the world. But these go in there. That covers that. My wipes generally go right in here behind that. And then I've also got a water bladder system with a filter attachment to purify my water that goes right inside the bag, dog. Check that out. So yeah, I just keep extra stuff like that just in case I gotta carry food or just whatever. I do carry with me an ultralight bike pump. These are I bought this one at Walmart, but they make all kinds of brands for this crap. I'm just showing you all what I run. And then I also keep a small, lightweight, adjustable wrench. I toss this in my bag. And then I've got a small, only the Allen key sizes that I need for this bike. And then I also keep a small tube of Gorilla Glue, super glue, and I keep my Ride in the Rain notepad with some extra paper and stuff. It's still running. Hey, it is cool. I also keep my Ride in the Rain notepad. I also keep my Ride in the Rain notepad with some extra paper, because there's this little trick that you can use for repairing bicycle tubes. So when you get a flat, you get a hole in your bike tire and your tire goes flat, super easy. You carry one of those. This thing weighs an ounce. I mean, you can stop and get an ounce of weed from the damn dispensary and it would weigh same as that. And then this thing does add a little bit of weight. This thing is probably, I'd say most of about a pound. That's probably the heaviest thing. And then I also keep, like I said, the Allen keys for the sizes that I need for this bike. But then between these two items, and then you keep yourself, either you can keep, you've got to use a thick paper. So either computer paper, or I keep a little pad of paper in here. Well, what you can do is you flip your bike And oh, also you need tire levers, plastic tire levers, which I also keep inside of this bag. So you take your plastic tire levers, you take your tire off, you pull your tube, and you only have to take your tire off on one side to get the tube out, right? So then you take your tube out and you're gonna inflate it. You get your tube inflated, and as you inspect your tube, you'll find the hole or holes that are in the tube, because you'll be able to smell them. They smell, the inside of the air that comes out of a tube smells like crap. So you want to kind of get your face close if you can't see it, and you run it next to your nose and see if you can feel the air blowing out of the tube. And also you want to smell, and the smell is also going to help you to locate the holes in the tube. Once you locate them, you take the Sharpie or whatever permanent marker, which I suggest carrying a permanent or a couple of permanent markers and pens on the inside of your bag, but you need an all-purpose permanent marker that will write on anything, because there's just so many uses that you need those things for all the time. But you take them, you circle the hole that's in the tire, and then what'll happen is you'll take your super glue, you'll dab the holes with super glue, and then you take a strip of paper, computer paper, pull a strip of it off, and then you put the paper on the super glue, and you just kind of massage it around to get it on there real good, and then just hold it down. Don't glue your finger to the paper and be stupid. Just glue the paper on there. I mean, it shouldn't have to be a difficult thing, is what I'm saying. So you get, hold that down on there, let it dry, and then when you let it go and you inflate that tube back up, you'll find out that super glue with that paper created a thick, unbreakable bond on that tube, and you'll be able to reinflate that tube, and I promise you it'll run and it'll repair that tube every single time, and it creates a reliable seal. I've even used the Slime brand little repair sticker patches that they sell at Walmart. Those things come off, dude. They suck. The air somehow from the tube, like it'll squeeze out from underneath the sticker, and it'll escape out through that, and then it's basically like you don't have one on at all, and so you end up throwing them away. I mean, they're great for, sometimes they work. I'd give those 50% rating, you know what I mean? But I mean, they're good for having a little fast thing to do, but the super glue and the paper works way better, and it's cheaper, and you get way more, because the other one is like $2 for like 6 of those little stupid things. And if you do a lot of riding on a bike, which when there's STHF is going on, bikes and things like this, self-propelled vehicles are going to be a really big deal. We saw it happen with COVID. When COVID happened, everybody bought all the bikes out of the bike shops, 100%. You couldn't even buy a BMX, couldn't even buy one, because everybody was all sold out, because for whatever reason, I guess people just they weren't working, they didn't have the money to pay for gas, or if STHF, there wouldn't be gas available, or I mean, so self-propelled vehicles are a big deal. So you might end up using a bike, you never know. I think they're great. My BMX, I can get clear across my city from one end all the way to the other, 30 freaking miles in about a 2-hour stretch of time on that bike, cruising, not even worrying about everything. And it's one single gear. BMXs are way better than road bikes, I think, personally. You got one gear, and that's go. But they work really well. Plus, these things are freestyle equipment. They're built like tanks. You get a good one, I mean, you could throw it off the side of a stinking building if you needed to and jump down there. If you were being pursued or some shit, and you had to book off the side of an overpass, toss it off the side, or toss it off a building. It'll bounce. You'll jump down there, pick it up, jump on, and this thing's still running, bro. You might not get that out of a road bike or some high-end mountain bike. You just don't know. But anyways, that's my opinion. But point being, that's how you repair your tire tube, is keep super glue and paper on you, and then keep your lightweight air pump and a lightweight crescent wrench on you, and then just make sure that you have the Allen keys. Oh, and your tire levers, two plastic tire levers. That way you have those on you. if this video is still running. I'm hoping it is, because I'm just gonna keep talking. Yeah, it is. Check that out. That's dope. I'm just gonna keep talking, you know, because I'm having fun right now. And I'm gonna keep talking, and I don't have pro editing software. Oh, this channel is gonna be super organic, so it's just, I'm just gonna run it until I run out of memory on my phone, and then that's the video. So if it cuts me off mid-drift, then whatever, deal with it. I don't care. What was I saying though? But yeah, that's how you take care of your bike maintenance, and that gives you a reliable piece of transportation to get anywhere you need to get. Also, other thing, check this out. Bear with me. I do keep a lot of knives, I'll say that much. I really enjoy this Mora. This thing is freaking amazing. The color with the black is so sick, dude. And it's so lightweight, and I can carry a couple of them. Then I keep the K-bar. They give me something to be able to defend myself with if I need to. So, and it also gives me a redundancy. That way, if a knife fight for some reason ever did happen, you got your primary, but then if for some reason something happened, you always got that backup. Bam, I got a second one ready to go. We're not out looking for stuff like that, but I've been chased a couple of times, and just because of my circumstance, man, and let's check this out. Gotta keep that thing on me. You can't see it. I got it stuck inside here. Any of y'all know what that is? That is a Smith & Wesson handcuff key. Bam, on the inside of my belt where it can't be seen or noticed. It's rubber banded in there, so that way I've got some escape equipment on me too, just in case some kind of a situation happens, because you never know. You just never know, man. You don't know. Yeah, I keep that on me too. These are just things that I keep, man. I'm wondering if I should keep that on my belt or if I should clip it on my pants. I wonder which one runs better. That's a great carry spot too, right there. I love it right there. It feels so good. It feels real out of the way. It's like you just forget about it, but it's like, if you need to draw, I feel comfortable drawing more from there. Like when I wear my pistol, I like my pistol kind of like on the back, you know, just a little bit, but some people would rather have it here. Some people wear it, you know, if I conceal carry, obviously a concealed carry is going to be in the front, but you know, so I do enjoy having it right there because it's just comfortable. It's a comfortable carry location. But some guys might be completely against that. I don't know. That's pretty comfortable there. The thing comes out pretty easy, and it makes it easy to drop down in there. I love these Moras, dude. Oh my gosh, the 511 basic. I'm telling you, this is the Boy Scout knife, bro. This is the Boy Scout knife. I got this one. This is the one they sell on Self-Reliance Outfitters, the red color. And that's the patina that I put on there. It's pretty cool. I did that one with apple cider vinegar, and then I did some mustard patina after that. But it came razor sharp, and it's super lightweight. It's super lightweight, and it is super sharp. I'm not trying to use a bunch of my gear right now because I'm trying to keep it fresh for whenever shit does hit the fan, because gear is expensive as shit and I don't want to wear it out. but the also another thing I like to do, I like to stay organized. Keeping everything organized is so important. So notice, this is how I keep my stuff. Everything is super put together and presentable. Keeping things organized in this fashion, you know where everything is at, and everything is easily thrown back into bags in case you got to book it in a quick manner. Everything slides back on the inside of itself. It's very modular. This ridgeline system can come down very quickly. All I got to do, this is in a toggle, you can't see it. Let me bring it around here. But if you watch Corporal Corner's video on building a rapid release ridgeline, this is exactly how he does his. So it's inside of a toggle. This is the loop. It slides through this grommet here, and then there's a pull string on the back, cinch knot, and you slide your whole bundle of cordage through this loop right here, and then you pull on the cinch knot right here, and it'll pull all the slack out of this lock loop, and it'll tighten it down. It'll lock your it works as a toggle. Come on now. Not you guys, me. My communicating. But yeah, so but all I'd have to do is pull this whole bundle out of here, and then yank my cinch knot, and this whole system drops very quickly. Can fold this whole plow point shelter up, and that plow point shelter goes right, yeah, I mean it goes, look, it goes right back into that bag. Straight up. So it folds up. These trash bags, that's the bed down, can fold up very super easy. They go right back in the bag as well, and then that bag goes in the front pouch of this bigger bag. This bag slides right back down inside of this bigger bag here, and then my silky goes in the side pocket, and then everything else goes back in this bag properly very quickly. And then I throw my jacket on, grab my pole. My pole is a 2-piece because I run a 2-piece spinner, which this pole's a piece of crap. I need to replace that, but I run Lose. If anybody wants to know anything about any kind of fishing gear, taking it from a pro bass angler, take it from a pro, not a pro, but I'm saying, so I've got 10.5 pound, 11 pound Florida strain largemouth bass on my little scorecard. I've got hundreds and hundreds of fish. Oh my gosh, I've caught so many bass in my career, but I'm a very serious avid bass angler. I take it very seriously, but Lose everything, man. Either Lose or Shimano. Those are the only two, bro. I'm telling you, like Lose. And Lose gear is super cheap. Look at this reel, bro. I got this one for $35. $35. This one, I guess we're kind of doing some gear reviews too, but this one is the I can't see if I can see it. Yeah, it's the Laser Pro edition from this one I got at Walmart. But see, that's something that's dope about Lose, is they sell them in Walmart, not just Bass Pro. Because here in my city, we got the Bass Pro. Let me tell you about it. And that shit's only probably about a mile from my house, dog. Oh gosh, I love going in there, bro. It's like Toys R Us every time I walk in that place. But yeah, Lose makes very quality gear. My other rod, I've got the Mach Pro bait caster. I think that one's a 7-to-1 gear ratio. I'm not sure what the gear ratio on this one is, but it's a 10 bearing system. But it's a nice reel. I really like it. I just got it the other day for 35 bucks. This rod needs to be replaced, but I run a 2-piece, and that 2-piece breaks down. The reel goes inside of my pack as well, so the reel comes off. It goes in the top of the green pack, and then the rod breaks down and it goes right there along my top tube. And I cinch it down with gear ties, which I don't know if you know what gear ties are. They're the little rubber bands, or not rubber bands. They're thick gauge wire coated in some kind of a rubber material, and they sell them at Walmart. Y'all know what they are. But so that goes on my bike real quick, and then I can be up and out of a shelter like this, and probably I could be fully loaded, and probably if I was really moving, I'd give myself a minute, a full 60 seconds, and then I could be making headway to wherever I needed to go. But yeah, this is a great little setup, man. It is not bad for what I need it for. And also having a bike too, I don't know, there's benefits to having a bike, which STHF, those tires are definitely going to be changed back to the black ones because you don't want to be standing out. But that bike would also probably get painted. No, I'll probably just keep it because it's the raw one. Man, this bike, let me tell you about this bike, dog. Whew. Yeah, this is the Colt Control, man. This thing is sick. Full chromoly. I'm running a 20.75 inch top tube. I think it's a 13.1 or 13.2 chainstay. So it's kind of a long bike. So it's super stable, but the whole thing was all full chromoly, man. 9-inch rise on the bars. I run the 4-piece. It's got the Salvation stem. Thing is super dope. Got the raw look, so we keep the weld marks on there and everything. It's just a nice ride. Whatever Colt's cassette hub is, I'm not sure which one. It's the one that comes with the control. You just look that one up yourself. 3-piece. I don't think it's the 48 spline. I think it came with the 48 spline cranks, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and sealed hubs, all sealed hubs. You can see them, sealed hubs. It's not the female axle, but who cares, man? They're still nice. This is a great bike. I bought this one for, I think this one was basically $550 for a stock bike. And then I replaced the cable on it. I put the ramp, just a ramp brake cable on there, and then I put the Vans. It came with black tires, but I put the Vans blue camo tires on there because they just look sick with that raw colorway. I'm just super digging it, man. I've had so many looks on those tires, man, that it's crazy. They're the big beefy 2.4 inch, and the bike, I mean, it's as listed, it's 25 pounds. So, and just think of picking up one of those 25-pound plates at the gym. That's what you're carrying around when you have this bike, and that's not that heavy for a full-on rig, dude. And this thing, let me tell you, bro, you can slide on this thing, dude. I'm telling you, bro, I have been in multiple situations where I need to bounce out quick, and dude, it is such a cruiser, man. Like, this is such a good option. It is such a good stinking option. Like, some of those guys, they want to run those high-end, super expensive e-bikes, like the Surons and stuff, which Surons are dope. I'm not gonna lie, like, those things are sick. I'd love to have a Suron, and I'm jealous of every person that's got one, but the problem with Surons is range versus charge time. Now, I know Canadian Prepper did advertise. One thing I'm huge on, and I'm trying to figure out, I wish I had more money, because I would love to do some kind of a solar setup to be able to, one thing that I want to do is to be able to figure out how to, we're running into barriers with the charge technology on solar, because anytime you're running solar charge is just slow, man. And another thing is how much actual battery you can take and how much energy you can store with a solar charger, because it'd be dope to be able to have an e-bike to where you could just be completely, you know, able to charge, you know, in a reasonable amount of time, like a 45-minute charge time to fully charge a Suron battery, dude, that would be so sick, bro. Because then it'd be like stopping at the gas station for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Or if you needed to, charge it like 20 minutes. Like if it had iPhone charge times off a solar panel that you could run with a Suron, dude, you'd never need gas again, bro. Like that would be sick. But unfortunately, technology is not that progressed yet. So this is a great option. And people think, oh, that single gear sprocket is the problem. No, bro. Look, I got chased, homie, 100% chased by this homeless dude. This guy was probably like 6'1", 6'2", and he was a pretty stocky dude, Oklahoma freaking country boy, but a homeless dude. But he was also, looking like he'd been smoking a little too much something, whatever that something was. And I think it starts with an M, dog. Shit, man, you never know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he was on my bumper, and I was dipping, and he couldn't catch me. He was on a 21 speed, and that fool could not get me, dude. He just couldn't get me. Like this thing, like you give it a couple of good cranks and you're already coasting. I mean, you're coasting good. And then if you're uphill, you got to jump off a bike or carry it at all, I mean, it's just quick, dude. And then when you're cruising, like if you're on flat or if you're moving downhill or the wind's at your back at all, it's like picking up a wind on your sails or something, and it just carries you, dude. And you're watching traffic pass you, but it's barely passing you. And those motherfuckers are running like 40, 45 miles an hour, and they're barely on you. And I do cuss, so I don't, if that offends you, I don't know, man. Be real, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to make like 100,000 people happy. I don't, it's whatever, man. I'm just here to have a channel, and I'm here to enjoy what I'm doing and having fun. And if y'all benefit from it and want to watch, and watch. If not, then don't, whatever. But yeah, this presents an excellent transportation option. Because also the thing about having a vehicle too, like everybody wants a super dope like bug out truck and everything. Like, dude, look at Ukraine, the situation that's in right now. Like, I mean, goodness, dude, like that place is so bombed out. It's bad, man. Like, I don't know if you're now. Granted, that place is a war zone right now, but I mean, I think in a true STHF, that's very similar to what you're gonna be looking at. You're going to be looking at, and when you look at the type of gear that you need and the types of things that you're going to want, you need to be looking at what those guys are carrying, because that is as far as medical and stuff like that, because that's a lot of the situations probably going to be going on. Unwrap this bag line real quick. See, this is how this video is going to go, and whatever happens in these things is what happens. And I just really wish I had a GoPro. I wish I had the money for one right now. See, that's the other thing the bike can be used for. You just prop your phone on there if you need to. I'm going to undo this bank line and check this stuff out, because I haven't even opened it yet. This is the Walmart brand. I was on Self-Reliance because I wanted to see if I wanted to get my bank line off there, because obviously he's got the number 36 tarred. I mean, this can't be that much different. And they say it's coated, and so it's got to be coated with something. And what that something is, I don't know, but I mean, the only reason they want number 36, I guess, is because the coating helps retain your knots better. Now you want to keep the outside of this, keep the outside of that, because then you can take, oh, that's something else I keep on. If you'll notice, all my lighters, and always, when you're out having fun doing this kind of stuff, dude, don't leave trash all over the place, bro. Just don't. Just don't, man. Don't be that person. Because it's nasty. It just trashes crap out, and then that's how stuff turns out looking like Portland. because they're trying to do it here too. We got some homeless people that are showing up in my city, and there's a conspiracy right now on my news that they bust these people here from like San Francisco and Portland and Austin and some of these other places. I think it's from San Francisco. Because we just all of a sudden started having homeless problems here. And it's weird because all the homeless people, they just can't, they have like, wherever they go, man, they just leave garbage freaking everywhere. It's so insane. It's like a whole bag. Like, what if you see them hanging out in an area, they'll be there 10 minutes. By the time they leave, it's like somebody dumped an entire freaking garbage bag on the ground. An entire garbage bag. And they just leave it there. And it's just little deposits of messes just all over the freaking city in random spots. Like, I hate it, dude. It bothers the shit out of me. But whatever. It's not I can't do it. What am I going to do? Scream at them, yell at them, you know? I've gotten to the point where I'm about to. Like, it really stops me from feeling sympathy for those people, because they're just, and they don't even want jobs. You know, you come up and you drive up to them, like, and you offer them, hey, you want to come paint a house with us today or whatever? They're like, no. And they don't want nothing to do with no work, but then they'll sit on a corner and they'll hold signs out all day, so say, have anything helps or whatever the sign says. Crazy. They want to be lazy and not be productive at all, which I don't know why or how you would want to live that way, because I can't. I gotta have money, bro. I just have to. It sucks not having money. Now, even the little broke I've had some money, you know, I've had enough to take care of myself, you know, and I hate not having money. It freaking sucks. It sucks, man. Anyways, yeah, I keep a little bit of cordage in my pocket here. And then I also keep, this is other thing I was going to show you. Duct tape, full duct tape. I use this stuff, and this is the Gorilla Tape. But you keep Gorilla Tape wrapped around your lighters, every single one of them. And then you can keep them wrapped around things like your Sharpies, your pens, your markers. I got a tire pressure gauge that I keep in here as well. And I wrap two forms of tape. Two forms, I mean, that stuff is important as cordage, bro. I'm telling you, tape, duct tape, 1-inch roll of duct tape, and then which some of you guys are gonna disagree and say, oh no, you gotta have the big size duct tape roll or whatever. And it's like, bro, in a bag, like this is what I'm talking about, like ultra light, fast, and mobile, bro. Like you gotta, like sometimes you gotta make sacrifices on size comparison and different things. Like I'm sure some survivalists will be like, oh well, he doesn't know what he's talking about or blah blah blah. But I'm just telling you what I've dealt with and what my little system is, and my little system is small and light. And one way you can eliminate some of that weight, instead of having to carry the entire roll, like, yeah, you can carry an entire roll, but put that in your freaking inch bag. Leave that in your inch bag. But then you have your Scout Pack, and your Scout Pack has different, it is a lighter, more mobile system that goes inside or integrates into your inch pack. And that's why I like this, the hiking style stuff, is because it integrates all your bags. You should have a bag system. You should have a bug out bag system, and that includes your inch bag, your go bag, your Scout Pack, your medical kit, and then you want to have a basic survival kit that you can just grab, like for something. I mean, I don't even see a situation where you would need to that would be the only thing you could carry, you know. I mean, I think if you got to drop non-essential gear, grab all your essential gear, stuff it in your Scout Pack, and then take your Scout Pack and dip, and then you wrap your inch bag with your camo rain fly, and then pitch it under, you know, a log somewhere and cover it up with some brush so nobody can find it, and then make your escape. And then if you need to come back into the area later, at least you can get back to your gear. But yeah, but also, like, being in situations like you you're gonna have your inch bag, but then you're also gonna have, like, that's your big one to carry the whole kitchen sink in when you leave to go over where you're going. But then you also have your scout pack that fits inside your inch pack, your inch bag or whatever. So this is my more of my bug out system, and this is like, I'm going to pick up and collect resources, things that I need. I can carry inside of this bag. Like when I go to the grocery store, I can fit whatever I need inside of this bug out bag. But then I also use the scout pack, which I consider my scout pack to be my little water bladder bag, because it's got just the essential gear in it that I need, and it's got some storage if I find, you know, food or some item along the way. And because I keep some pack straps, and then I keep some cordage with me, so if I need to tie something to cord my bag, I can always do that. But I try to keep that that way. And then yeah, I'll keep my duct tape and my electrical tape wrapped around my lighters and pens, things like that. That way I have that stuff there if I need, you know, electrical tape. And I put it on as much different stuff as I can, because things get lost, things get misplaced, and it just gives me a way to spread some of my tape out and my cordage is out to where I've always got it on me, just in case something gets left or lost or whatever, you know what I mean? I gotta see if this is still recording. Damn, it is. I'm getting some good time on this. It's gonna go on YouTube today, so hopefully we get some good videos. But so yeah, but that's kind of how some of these videos are gonna go until I get a GoPro. I really want a chest mount. It's hard to film yourself, man. Yeah, this is nice line. It'll do the trick. They suggest bank line for a couple of different reasons. One being bank line, tarred bank line holds knots very well. Just because the coating on there is like a non-slip deal for your knots. Also, bank line versus paracord is great because, dude, you get 300 feet. $300 of bank line in one spool. This thing weighs probably 2 ounces, 3 ounces. Yeah, that's about 3-4 ounces. It's not heavy though. And then it's 300 feet of cordage with 113 pound tensile strength. This is number 14. So it's not number 36, it's number 14, which is fine, bro. I mean, yeah, number 36, I'm sure that's the Cadillac, you know, whatever. I was gonna take a nap and test my little shelter. It's starting to get a little bit cold. Also, I'm gonna say this too while we're here. This blue, I think this blue is the new gray man color. This is the redhead hoodie. I love it. One thing I also keep on me too, I keep a pair of ballistic safety glasses, like shooting glasses. Because even like moving through the woods, riding my bike, it just protects your eyes. Like there's been several times where I've been riding my bike and there'll be a tree overhanging the sidewalk or next to a sidewalk, and there'll be a twig there, and I've had them whip back and hit me in the face and almost hit me in the eyes. I mean, one of them hit me in the face so hard it cut my face, and I mean, if that hits you in the eye like that, you could really put yourself out. And if you're in a situation where you can't get medical, like that type of medical, you're gonna be without an eye, which sucks. But yeah, this is the Redhead. They make great gear, man, and it's I think it's just a great option. This blue, it blends in with your surroundings. I've got my hood on here, and then when you cinch it down, zip it all the way up, and then I add these on everything. I add them on my cordage. I add them on all my jackets, all my hoodies. These are my, I forgot what these are called. Yeah, I add these on every single thing I can, man. You gotta cinch them up just like this, and it's gonna lock your hood strings down. Bam! Look at that. And now when you're riding, or the wind's blowing in your face, it stays cinched down. It stays cinched down. Like, there's things that you learn, you know, the more you have time doing this stuff, and being actually out in the field training shows you things that you don't learn if you're just watching YouTube videos. Like, you actually got to get out and do some of this stuff. Otherwise, you're not going to know shit whenever shit does hit the fan. Also, something, these little guys right here. These little guys right here, loops on every stinking thing, dude. This pack I'm not gonna change, but I'm gonna start getting, I need to get some for this bag. This one has some, but I don't want them just like this. That's not enough. If you need these, like this makes it so easy to grab. I'm telling you, when you gotta reach and fiddle with things when it's cold, or when you're, say you're getting shot at, you're on full-on contact, and your buddy got hit, or you got hit, and you're trying to get to that medical pack. Like, I'm not trying to, I've got adrenaline and all kinds of stuff. I'm cold. I'm not trying to frick around with, you know, straps that I can't find. Like, I need something substantial that I can grab and rip. Like, that is one thing that I like that Mystery Ranch bag about. And I really want that stinking thing, dude. But it's $450 for the Rip Ruck, dude. But that thing is great because it's got magnets right here, and the zippers go up the side, and you can just grab it and rip it, and the whole top just pops open. It's got real heavy duty YKK zippers on it. But if you don't have that kind of money, or if you just don't have the option or the ability to get that bag right now, this is another great solution, another great cheap option that'll help at least address some of that, because you'd be surprised what adrenaline and coldness and the high intensity pressure of a situation affects your mobility and your dexterity. So this is not enough. And my other packs, now what I did do, this pack, I do have a carabiner. All of the Sen's gear comes with a carabiner too, little mini one. I love it. It's just a nice little bonus ad. It's like they smiling at you saying, thank you for buying our stuff. Yeah, but anytime I zip my bag up, I don't know if it helps anything or not, but I like to lock the straps together. But I'm also going to be doing some gear reviews and modifications. It's going to be a long video. I mean, you're free to watch it, free to not watch it. I don't care. Also, I'm going to do some little testing on my silky here. Yeah, you can watch it. Don't watch it. I don't care, man. Hang up whatever you want. I'm out here doing this because it's fun for me, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I might go fish here again here shortly, see if I can get me another little bass. Yeah, this is my big boy. Just nice, real nice. Yeah, I'm just out here, and a lot of my videos might be like this. You know, we're gonna test gear, we're gonna be out in the field, we're gonna be out playing, and also keep you an analog watch, homie. An analog watch. Very important. Not one of the digital, not one of the Garmin's, like stuff like that, man. That stuff's prone to just screw up, dude. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but after a certain point, I just need to know what time it is, and I need an analog because it can be used for navigation too. But yeah, this is the Silky Big Boy. So that's the way you use these. You want to get that pull stroke first. That way you're going to score your wood. This is just like working on a job site, guys. Like, you know how to use a saw. Like, don't ever run a saw in a way that's going to overstress the blade. Don't put your tools through more than they can take. I mean, I'm not going to run a DeWalt drill underneath water just because they can do it on YouTube. Like, there's no reason for that. You don't need to try to torque a lag bolt with a little 12 volt brushless impact sort of thing. Like, you don't want to try to, you know, take care of your stuff, and your stuff will take care of you. These Silky saws they're built really well, but you don't ever want to put a bunch of pressure on the saw. Mainly you're letting the saw do the cutting for you, and you're only cutting on the pull. So get that score in there, and then just let it do its thing. That went right through, guys. That thing was like butter. My goodness. In comparison to that little Walmart Ozark trail one I bought, because I got that one. I don't have the Silky Gone Boy. I got the little Ozark trail one for my pocket saw. But Jack, honestly, bro, this one, the size of this saw, when it folds down, that fits in a pack so easily, and it's so light. This thing is only, I think it's like 1 pound, 2 ounces, 3 ounces, what they put online, or what they rated it as online. So get your score cut. And I'm not putting any pressure on that log at all, bro. The reason that one took so long is because I went through a knot. A little harder that time. I think we're hitting something. Procured. Oh, I just processed so much stinking firewood. I barely expended any energy on that. I didn't even break a sweat, dude. That's 4 big pieces. That's four decent sized pieces. Now, these ones are a little bit more dried out, but that's enough for a fire for a minute, dude. That's enough for a fire for a minute. This is fun, man. I love it out in the woods, bro. It's beautiful, it's quiet. Ain't nobody freaking bothering me for any reason. It's great. I think it's amazing. Are we still recording? I can't believe we're still alert. AEF lock. What does that mean? Okay. I think we're about forward on time here, folks. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut you loose, because I don't know what that